An anomaly in the law. A strong feeling exists among members of the licensing branch of the police force that some alteration should be made to the licensing laws, allowing them to carry out their campaign against sly grog shops more effectively. Under the law, a constable may enter licensed premises at any time without a warrant if they suspect a breach of the law. However, to enter unlicensed premises, they must obtain a search warrant, which causes delays and often limits police action to known sly grog dens. Even when a search warrant has been obtained, cases have occurred where the keepers of these dens have managed to evade the police. A striking example took place in the slum area on the western edge of the city. A sly grog seller, who was frequently discovered, occupied 2 adjoining hotels in an unsavoury lane. When the police obtained a search warrant and raided the premises one Sunday, they caught the vendor red-handed. Bottles of beer were found everywhere, along with various forms of illicit alcohol. However, when the keeper of the den examined the warrant, he found a loophole. Turning to the officers, he said reluctantly, "My place is number 1, and this warrant is for number 2. The police, despite catching the offender in the act, had no choice but to leave. Currently, licensing police armed with search warrants can take action against premises they know are involved in illicit liquor trade. However, if they happen upon another sly grog operation for which they have no warrant, they are powerless to act. The culprits must be caught red-handed before bottles of beer can be removed to a makeshift hiding place, or before the premises can be cleansed of any telltale evidence. By the time a justice of the peace can be found in a new warrant obtained, all signs of unlawful activity have often disappeared. A camaraderie, a sort of fellowship in the wrongdoing, exists amongst these offenders, and word of an impending police raid spreads quickly. Even when search warrants are secured, police struggle to surprise multiple dens in succession. At present, a justice of the peace will almost always issue a search warrant upon the assurance of a responsible licensing officer that illicit trading is occurring. Many believe that the same authority should be vested in licensing police or their deputies, allowing them to enter suspected sly grog premises without a warrant. Under current law, members of the police force can enter the largest and most exclusive city hotels at any time, breaking down doors if necessary. Yet they may stand on the threshold of a notorious sly grog den in the slums, watch drunken men emerge, and still be forbidden to enter without a search warrant.
Welcome everybody back to the first episode, episode 1 of Vampire the Masquerade 1920s version. Here we have our list of wonderful and wondrous vampires. Would you like to say hello to the lovely people listening?
Ciao, Bellas.
Hello.
Good evening.
So, last week we went through a little bit of an intro. We had some interesting moments where these young vampires, and a lot of them without sires, were trying to gauge a very confusing and ambiguous situation that they were deliberately thrown in. How did this is like non-character. This is just you outside of roleplay. How did you feel like last session went?
Great, delightful,
fun.
Absolutely. Already hate the guy, the Von.
Mr. Heinrich.
Mr. Heinrich.
Heinrich.
Yeah, that's it. How could I forget such a hateable name?
It was cool to get our plot hooks, at least, like a hook for my plot, for my character, like pretty early, with the mystery of the sire and all of that. That's really cool. Keen to see where that goes.
Because we recorded, at the start of all of this, everyone's individual stories, and if you haven't checked that out, because Dex's character had a very interesting, basically turning to become a vampire. The embrace was very baffling for you, right?
Yeah, seemingly random, I like to think that Jeremy, bless him, is sort of a bit of a nihilist, and part of that, I mean, he's, had a bit of a tough life. I mean, as a lot of people in this time, as you can imagine. But and the sort of the sort of chaos and the randomness of that event, sort of really sort of solidified his view of like, well, and chaos theory and nihilism and so forth. So that kind of throws him through a whole loop, He has to reconsider everything, and it happened right off the bat, right? So it's super cool. He immediately has a direction he'll be going in, and same with Victoria, right? Well, it's similar.
Yes, I'd say it is similar in that way. Like I mean, obviously, all three of them, becoming a vampire was kind of a shock, not something they really expected to happen, or fell onto their knees in front of a sire and was like, please make me into a vampire. But I suppose it was more of that hidden thing, and because she has some pretty life-altering events happen at that same time as well, so it's a bit of a it's one sort of thing on top of the heap of things that are going wrong. So it's sort of that she's a different person after that.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
A really big experience all in one night.
And the Heinrich character definitely picked up on your new and uncertain realities with lots of condescending venom, which I noticed everyone was very impressed with.
Oh, absolutely. Thoroughly so.
Extra props too for the character I invented out of nowhere, which was the local cook who makes parmas deliberately to burn them so she can eat them after her shift. And she
parmas, critically, being a key word, they're not palmy, carbine.
Whoa. Don't attack me. We're in player mode right now. We're in characters right now. Don't separate the fiction from the non-fiction, please.
Ooh, I'm gonna struggle.
Learn your goddamn Dewey system.
And just love that she burnt them to that day too much that she has to eat burnt palmies today. So props to the cook for coming out of nowhere and becoming a character in this reality.
We love her. We stand the cook.
Yeah.
Well, these three mysterious figures are like, we see the bar owner upstairs. If we just go talk to him, I promise we mean well.
Absolutely. No harm.
So with this one, we'll basically have of sorts of prequel. I'm basically going to establish how you all met, because recent things, we went through your intro stories, then you've basically been thrown in Napier Street, where you've been given this mission to go to North Richmond Station and continue your merry episodes. But before then, I'm going to do a little prequel with this, which is basically you meeting up a week beforehand, and we'll just riff with it to see how you kind of do, and what you want to explain to each other, what your backgrounds are. I'm going to throw you into it, so I'll establish the setting. I would like to basically, before I go into this rendezvous, each individual take turns at saying what they're dressed. So just to give you a vibe of the setting first, and then you can go one at a time to just tell me how you're dressed.
How do we know to have come here in the first instance, to this particular place where we meet?
You have been through various channels, essentially given the summons. So in your case, it was literally just delivered to your door, a message to say, come here. And that's the same with all of you, with exception of Josh's character. Why can't I remember the character? This is not good for me. Carmine, sorry.
It's okay.
Everyone, if we did have any podcast listeners, they'd be like, this guy, fuck this guy. Carmine, with exception of Carmine, he knows he was given the summons to be here. So, and the both of you were just given a message, so you can deal with that how you wish as well. There's a little card for you to kind of interpret as well, but So, it is winter, January 6th, 1919. Carlton Gardens, nestled in the heart of Melbourne, and a beautiful place to visit if you're ever in Melbourne, is a vast stretch of groomed parkland flanked by majestic elm trees that stand like silent sentinels against the winter chill. At this hour, the gardens should be deserted. A few random stragglers go by. There is the iconic possums of the area, which stand so tall from the garbage consumptions that they're almost evolved to be wallabies at this point, and they're too fat to even go up those trees. Fun fact, they still have that problem, and they're fed on cheese now, brie cheese to be precise. There is only the sound of wind stirring, and the bare branches accompany a distant hum of trams rolling down Nicholson Street. Gas lamps line the pathway, their flickering light barely pushing back the encroaching darkness. Iron fences, damp from the mist, cast long twisting shadows across the footpath. Patches of frost glisten on the grass, and the air is thick with the scent of damp earth and cold rain yet to fall. Coming from one of these long, distant humming trams is Carmine, who has just departed off Nicholson Street. Would you like to say what Mr. Carmine looks like for the listeners?
Absolutely. So, as he walks, there's two steps as well as a third accompanying tap, originating from the cane that he uses, whether for style or for reason. He likes to keep people guessing. He also rocks a very tall black top hat, accompanied with a half-waisted cloak that has a bit of a high-ish collar, probably goes just about to his chin, and then the black cloak ends at about just below his middle of his back. He wears a relatively proper vest and suit combination that has a beautiful golden inlays within it. Not actually gold, but just a golden floral pattern along the vest itself. The sleeves that accompany the suit end in these white frills that then mesh into the white gloves that he wears on both of his hands. And he is just wearing some plain black slacks as well as some black dress shoes to accompany the rest of his ensemble. So the only colour that he really seems to be stemming from is mainly the vest that he is wearing underneath, but that is mainly covered by the cloak itself.
If someone was looking at you on the tram while you got here, what would you think they would be thinking about your appearance as a person in Melbourne at the time? Just a normal, everyday person looking at you.
Smug. Why this guy looks like he should be on more of a stagecoach type of thing rather than on the trams. He looks a little bit out of place in majority of areas. More like he's going to the theatre a lot of the time.
Okay, that's good. So he is basically, you have been given instructions to go at the front of the Royal Exhibition Centre near the fountain. So that's where you're walking to right now. Towering above the gardens, the Royal Exhibition Building looms in the background, its ornate dome ghostly silhouettes against the overcast sky. The old stone facade, damp with condensation. It has got massive wooden doors, so massive you could fit dragons through it. The doors remain locked at this hour, and as you view this beautiful monument to Melbourne, Victoria, you currently are explaining to me what you look like.
Of course. Well, the cold, silent night would be interrupted slightly by the sound of Victoria's footsteps. She would have a dark maroon-coloured ankle-length evening dress, which is concealed by a long, thick fur coat, in black, of course. Long black evening gloves would cover her hands and arms, any part that's not covered by the cloak. And a really nice sort of black, nicely decorated hat. It would be a bit strange for one to be wearing a hat in the middle of the night, but it's Victoria. One must stay fashionable even if they can no longer be under the sunlight anymore. Should probably carry a parasol if that was perhaps if the rain is soon to fall, but not tonight. No parasol. Hopefully we haven't made a mistake. You'd still hear a little bit of the sound of like the pearls that are around her neck jingling a little bit as she walks, but the footsteps from the low dancing heel that you would see on her feet, stockings to cover the remaining amounts of skin that you don't see, would really make a distinct sound as she walks slowly along the cobblestone.
Okay. If someone were to write a fashion piece about Victoria's looks and style in a fashionable way, how would they kind of write that?
How would they write it?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It sounds like quite modern style it's going for.
it would be a rather modern style for the times, yes. She'd keep up with what's going around, but also have that elegance that comes from the wealthy upper class background that she's from. So it would absolutely detail like what one would see in Paris or London at the time, the latest fashions that you would see around. But it's sort of femme fatale is the best way to describe it. A seductive evening lady.
Mm-hmm. You make your way to the fountain and see a person quite contrasting to that in aesthetic, almost as if they're from another age altogether. And now we come to our third character. In the dim twilight of the early evening, Cotton Gardens feels more like a park, like that is a forgotten part of the city. Beyond there is just turbulence, and here is this island oasis away from it. The absence of people makes every movement seem amplified, and every shadow a possible watcher. From these shadows comes Jeremy, who is currently walking from the city side up towards the fountain. What is Jeremy dressed like in appearance?
He's about 5'11" ish. He wears like dark clothing. He's got short, like medium, curly black hair, and he's got like a relatively well kept mustache and a goatee. And he's got sharp but tired, piercing blue eyes, and he sports a 5 o'clock shadow and wears, with that dark clothing, it's like a sort of dark suit jacket with a white shirt sort of open at the top, and he has several differing in aesthetic silver rings, and he wears a sort of a minimal necklace and some very worn black dress shoes, and a beret on top, and he's kind of gaunt. Got some, like, kind of, you know, almost like a little bit sunken in eyes, like, yeah, pale. There you go. That's Jeremy.
So, you're walking and you catch a glimpse of one of the possums, and even as a young vampire, there is a kind of glimpse into what this possum thinks about you. What does the possum think about you, Jeremy? What a curveball. But it's,
Do I have to roll for this, or am I just?
No. You just tell me what you think the possum
I get
thinks
this
about
feeling.
you as you're walking.
He's disappointed, you know. Like, I think Jeremy's sort of, you know, he's like, oh, come here, beautiful thing, and he just gets a look of just like, look at yourself, mate. You know. you were meant for better things than this. You know. What are you doing to yourself?
Even the
You'd
possums are judging
probably be
you.
able to smell the alcohol within a sort of 5-meter radius of dear old Jeremy, bless him.
Amazing. So you find yourself at the fountain. You can only hear the trickles of this lovely antiquity-looking thing, like it's from a neoclassical age that Australia's trying to mimic and kind of pulls off, but kind of doesn't. And so, there's the three of you standing there, and a note that is directly, like a letter that is directly next to the fountain. So what's happening now?
Jeremy is very...
No, sorry, please.
I was going to say, he's very... I mean, there's only the three of us here, right? In the middle of the night that have showed up at this fountain. Is that correct? There's no one else here. Is that right?
Remember, role-playing. Where's the voices?
Well, he's super suspicious at the moment. He's like, well, I don't know if one of these people might contact, or you know. So he's silent.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, sort of awkwardly, sort of, you know.
Yep. How about the you two? You currently have one person shuffling their feet, and you're all just congregated.
Well, ciao, you two.
Good evening.
Bonjour.
The silence is palpable.
Are you here for something in particular, my friends? Perhaps both of you, or just, you know, admiring this beautiful fountain?
I could ask you the same thing.
You, mon ami?
I'm just on a lovely little stroll, enjoying the night sky, the brisk air. Yes, I'm here for a reason. I believe it is behind you, there. Just to the letter.
Sort of stumble around. Kind of, you know. It's on the park bench, isn't it? Or is it on a...
This was on the fountain.
Oh, on the fountain itself.
Yep.
So, you know,
Quickly
shit.
in my head, I'm wondering if the two of you are like me in that way.
Yeah, exactly. Same. Sort of like sheepishly kind of give you a sort of weird, sort of, you know, half-drunk stare, kind of holding in a hiccup or two, you know, and then kind of, you know, when I realise there's no movement sort of happening, I just kind of stumble forward and grab the letter on the fountain. Glance at you guys a couple more times, you know, just as if to check what your reaction is going to be at me just taking this.
Can you read?
Can I read?
Yes. But I asked you.
What is your problem? Come on, of course I can read.
Oh. Okay, then I will leave you to it. I thought I would just offer.
The beautiful ornate letter jumps out in the pages. Daring lines, motivational ink, many loops in the handwriting style. It's good to see you, Pumpernickel, here in this silly little masquerade that we have. And it's difficult to be at the top, but it's probably worse to be at the bottom. I don't understand why you toil as you do, but here you won't. You can't. Jeremy goes to the next page because it keeps going. Yeah, so anyway, look, come to the Napier Street Hotel. And for Christ's sakes, just you do some small talk, just motivation. If we are in a business, this would be the time to do ice-breaking activities. It's like you're fucking useless. And that was the letter.
See, it says that we are to go to the Napier Hotel. Now next time, if you want me to read you something because you can't, it's okay. Just ask me. You don't have to ask if I can read. I pass you the note for proof you'll be able to read it yourself.
Does the man know how to write a letter?
Apparently so. A very long one.
Yes, he's quite self-indulgent.
Not great.
So,
Enjoy the sun.
you received correspondence to come here too?
In a sense, yes.
Who are you?
Who am I? Why, my dear, I am Carmine Blackthorn. A pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. Pardon me, but haven't I heard your voice somewhere?
Or perhaps if you have perused your local waves of the radio, you might have heard my voice. Maybe on there and blessed your ears.
Wait, is he some sort of... Did we win a contest or something? I don't sing, mon ami. I don't want to be on any stage or, If this is some sort of weird set up thing to get actors off the street or something for some big show, I think you're backing up wrong tree,
I can assure you, it is not for a competition.
Well, Frenchie, if
Okay.
that's the way that you feel, what's your story?
I'm just here because I got a letter at my door asking me to be here, and you're the only two people I see, so the way I see it, you're the ones who should be answering the questions. But you just sound as confused as I am. I'm looking at you, mon ami, and I point a finger at in your face. Come on. So what's the deal, Mr. What did you say you were?
Carmine Blackthorn.
No, what did you say? Wait, did you say what you... Oh, I burp again. What did you say you do? What do you like?
I pleasure the humble city of Melbourne with my voice upon the waves.
Oh,
Radio.
Yes, I know I'm famous. Keep it to yourselves, though. Goodness me.
It's okay, I don't want an autograph. Although maybe you could sing something for us if you like, or do some show or whatever. Could make this night interesting.
I keep it to the waves. Tune in and you can hear it.
That was you got me there. That was good marketing,
Thank you.
my friend.
Now, I feel like that is good enough, don't you say, to then warrant at least a name? From both of you?
She sort of extends her hand out. Victoria Sinclair.
Carmine will take it and place a gentle kiss upon it. The pleasure.
And that's enough. We will fast forward to the future.
Please
Alright.
put something in.
Hold on.
Actually, no, keep it like that. That's amazing. But just clip that bit of him going.
It's abundantly clear from this setting that the night is a combination of stillness and anticipation as you walk to North Fitzroy, why do I keep saying North Fitzroy? North Richmond Station. You've been currently given your missions, which are to find out where this activity is coming from, as Heinrich wants to weed out potential enemies from his turf. So, You're walking down right now towards North Richmond Station. There is a nice little picture here for, and I'll explain it to the viewers, of the station. At the bottom left of, we have Richmond. If you go down to Richmond in Discord and you have primary sources, there's a 1920s picture of Richmond Station. It's quite small, but you see basically a oil lamp and a very modest looking station with some wooden lodges to house the trains. Very sparse. So that's where you're walking towards. You approach North Richmond Station after your interaction with Heinrich. What's going on, characters?
I'm walking along and I'm trying to, like, Jeremy's like violently striking a matchbook. Like he's trying to, and he breaks the match. It's nice. Have you got a match? Need to light this cigarette.
Why do you even bother to smoke those?
They pass the time. Have you got a match or not?
Nope.
Victoria pulls out she has a very nicely decorated, like, vintage lighter and then hands it over to him.
Thank you.
I want that back.
Of course. I strike it up and light a cigarette. See, grab mine. I like snap a shot. You can make friends with lighters. They are tools for, multiple things. I pass the lighter back to Victoria.
Thank you.
They can light cigarettes, they can open bottles, they can start conversations. Great.
They can open bottles?
If you use the leverage in the right place, just snap it off. Yes, absolutely. Use the case, like the one you have there.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So.
What's the matter, Carmine? Do I know something you don't?
Usually I can get around conversations without the use of a letter.
Yeah. You never know.
At this point, you're out the front of North Richmond Station. You see, the three of you see a child sitting down on a little chair. His appearance is small, he's wiry and undernourished. His hollow cheeks, darting eyes that constantly scan around him. His fingers are grimy from selling matches, and he smells faintly of cold rain and damp wool.
Supposed to be a new place, they say it's going to be great and different from every other place, but look, same problems here, they are everywhere else in the world.
I got problems, I really got problems. My problem is that no one's buying my matches. He lights up a tiny little pipe. I just want to sell some matches. How are you three going? How are you three going?
Oh my god. It is your lucky day, my little friends, because I am in dire need of matches, I can tell you. I buy plenty of them. How many and will you sell, and how much are you selling them for?
He looks, he's dark, brown, shaggy hair, looks up at you, and his eyes kind of go from darting around to curious and suspicious at the same time. You need lots of matches.
I would just take, 2 or 3 books, but I mean, 4 or 5, But how many have you got? I just want enough to keep with me,
Every day I get these from the orphanage, and I try and sell all of them I can. There's 5 packets here.
I'll take them all.
How about £1 for all of them? That would really help me out.
How about I give you 3, and you just give me the 5 matchbooks, huh?
You don't want me to do those weird things that some men want me to do. Or do you?
No. I just want the matchbooks. Thank you.
Where are you from?
Information would be well appreciated as well if you could throw that in with the matches.
What?
Come on.
Looks there. He's like, what?
It's on the back.
I just want to. Why all of a sudden?
We're just looking for a lovely place to, calm the soul, so to speak, child.
Everyone tries to get a little bit out of Tony, don't they? He smokes his pipe, and for a second it looks like he's 30 years older than his age of 8 years old. Here's the matches. Yeah, you have the.
Make you friends here. £3 as agreed. No?
He looks at it and he's like, this is gonna go so good at the local candy shop. They're gonna be so happy back at the orphanage.
Don't drop them.
I won't drop them. You can't do the matches. I won't fucking drop my phone. he looks at Carmine and he's like, what kind of information do you want? I hate people who want things from me.
Is he wearing a cap, like a hat on his head, or is it just
shaggy, unkempt brown hair? Almost like a mop.
Oh, Victoria sort of walks up a little bit closer to him, crouches down so that she's at height, taps him a little bit on the top of the head. Now, tell me, little boy, you know this area very well, is that right?
He kind of is like overwhelmed by this kind of attention, and he's a little standoffish. So he stands up to stand above you because you're kind of going on his level. He kind of just stands up a little bit. He's like, yeah. Sister Agatha. She usually tells me not to talk to strangers like this.
Victoria still stays in that crouched position, but the siren eyes that she usually gives to others have disappeared for a moment, and she tries to give that innocent-looking expression to try and not lure him in, but to get him to trust her in that moment, tilting her head to the side so that she's got that sweet, innocent, doe-eyed look about her to try and help her cause.
He just currently smiles back, not knowing what to do, and he's kind of looking. He's got his hands on his shoulders and he's looking, and he's just kind of pausing. He's naturally smiling, but he's just kind of he's a little more disarmed. Yeah.
So that I remember, I cannot recall if oh my god, what's his name?
Heinrich?
Yes, Heinrich. I've got to put in the Austrian in there.
Heinrich.
Whether he's sending us to a specific spot.
So we're just looking for information currently. We're trying to see if we can find where this rival gang usually hanging out. Apparently they operate out of a Sly Grog near North Richmond Station. We're currently only looking for information.
Yeah, whilst Victoria's sort of talking to this kid, I've kind of stood up and kind of just keep my head around looking for this gang of untowards that Monsieur Heinrich's got us looking for. Kind of lean into Josh. Oh, sorry.
You see some people walking around, filing out of the station, and from the 6 o'clock swill that kind of just happened. It's just general working class atmosphere. If you look further down the road, you see a group of kids in the last of the light, the lamplight, throwing a few cricket balls at each other and just kind of scurrying around. And all around you is kind of these low-level houses that are very, very miners' cottages back in the day of with extensions of these wooden areas that kind of organically extend when families have more people in them. So your audio
no,
is
my audio.
Dex's audio. Okay.
Ah.
Sorry. Yep.
All good. Victoria can hear things going on, like, in the background, but not paying attention because her gaze is focused on the boy and she's trying, like, the sweet smile kind of gesture. Now, if a lady just wanted to get something to drink, where do you think that she might go? As you can see, these, two very nice gentlemen and I are looking for, how do they say it here? Grog?
Hey, you sure look like a little too fancy for the kind of places around here, you know? I'm just little Tony.
Little friend, if they serve beer at this place or wine, I'm sure it will be fine. Anything will do. Just tell us of the closest place you know where lots of people like to sit and drink and talk to each other.
You're not like copper types, are you?
Oh, heavens no.
Yeah, I kind of cringe, like I'm just, like an automatic response and go,
Do I look like a police officer to you?
This guy in the top hat certainly is asking very jagged questions.
I know he looks like a police officer. I asked, did I look like a police officer?
Well, if you're not police officers, why are you carrying? And he points to he's just so streetwise that he can see that you're packing a gun.
Gun under my trench coat.
Yeah. Why are you packing that?
Because people don't like me very much, and sometimes I have to protect myself. I'm asking the questions, my little friend. Okay, I gave you £3 for the matchbook. I think you can help me and my friends out. No, little bit of, Well, tell you what. I give you a £1, a first one, if you give us the information we're looking for.
I'll try to give you some help, but if you go and you do any crazy stuff there, they're gonna come and beat me up.
Beat
little Tony up! I'm little Tony.
Tony.
Well, we're not looking for any kind of trouble. I can assure you that.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Look, how about, I'm a reasonable kid. I'll give you the rest of my matches, you give me £1 and I'll try and give you some help, okay?
So you had more than the 5 that you originally said you had?
I only have 4. I gave him 3 for the matchbook, and I'm giving him my last £1. He doesn't know that.
No, I was meaning as in the matches that he said he gave all his matches. He only had 5.
You have 5 matchbooks, yeah.
5 matchbooks. You bought them all for the £3.
Yeah, I bought them all for £3.
And then now he's apparently got more matchbooks. So
yeah, I've got matchbooks for the kid. He's a little shit. Little Tony's a little piece of. He's a little. That's what he named that. Come on. So I noticed that, right? I clocked that. I said like are we running with that? Because so I can't catch myself.
For the listeners, I'm producing from my vest pocket right now 5 more packets of matches like Tony would. So.
Okay. Sweetening the deal.
He's a hustler. I like it.
So do I.
I gotta,
You do. You got to do what you got to do to live.
Do you have a cigarette as well? Because this pipe of tobacco tastes like shit.
My little friend, okay? I think this has been enough. I don't think I need to give you cigarettes as well. Just tell us where we need to go. I look at Carmine, I'm like, he's a little shit, no?
He's a hustler.
I know, I can't laugh in child, but he's laughing right now.
Laugh in child.
I'm like leaning down and I stick a finger in his face and I'm like, I don't like my generosity have been taken advantage of.
He takes it as a good joke. He's like, okay. There's one real good place. Okay, I've heard it's good. They've even got really cool music there. There's a fiddle and everything. I went there once and beat one of the old mates in blackjack.
You know how to play?
Little hustler.
Okay, I'll tell you where it is at. Okay.
Okay, Tony, but before you do, I just want you to know, if you tell us where this place is and we go and it's not there, I know your name, okay?
He gets back. He's like, I'm a little man that lives and dies by his word. I think you'll find out, mate. I think you'll find out that I'm one of the most esteemed members in all of this orphanage. No one makes money like little Tony. Nobody. he just stamps his little feet.
Which orphanage is that, by the way?
Huh?
Which orphanage is that, by the way?
It's by Nanya Way.
I thought I could help you.
None of your fucking business, mate.
You're too witty for me, Tony.
I like go to shirt front him and then just like stop myself. I'm like, and then I stand up and I just kind of start over my beard and kind of walking away. I tap Carmine. I'm like, can you handle this, please? And crossing my arms with my back facing the kid, like.
Oh, Tony, you upset my friend. Come on, let us in on the information.
That's bullshit. He didn't upset me. He's just annoying.
So this...
it is. One sec. I'll find it. One sec. It's in my pocket. He gets his little pocket out. Like,
how long have you been living here? Do you even know where the bar is, or are you just making this up on the fly?
I'm not making it up on the fly. I'm not making it up on the fly. I'm just, sometimes things make me kind of anxious. I'm just a little guy. Just a little guy.
I whisper into Carmine's ear, I'm like, I'm not buying it.
You already bought it. 5 of them, perhaps.
Okay. Okay. He unfurls his little note. And it has some scrawled writing on the back of like a little kind of bent out of shape ace of spades. One this there is pretty cool. So it's just down the road actually. Like, I don't know how well you know this area, but it's this place called Gotch Lane. Like, gotcha. I haven't gotcha. I swear it's an actual lane. Please don't beat me.
This sounds like the start of a very bad joke. Like, we're going to get there and we're going to be like, oh, don't you know where it is? It's in, oh, gotcha, oh.
It's a real lane, I swear, check it, it's a real lane. I'm not shitting you. I'm shitting you. Look, I'll be here. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow night. If there's anything, come to see me. But just don't do anything crazy, because I'm gonna get shit beaten out of me if I recommend you there. Okay?
Alrighty.
Thanks for the £4. It's really nice of you.
Oh, trust me, I regret it.
Uncomfortable with crouching for so long, Victoria finally stands up. She's her regular normal height.
She looks up at all three of you and like, have a good night, and tell him little Tone sent ya.
You hear the kickback?
Kickback? What's a kickback? You're gonna kick me. I don't want to get kicked. Little Tony doesn't need any of this kicking business. I'm sick of it.
Do they pay you for recommending them?
No.
If they did, he's a shit fucking advertiser. It took me like 10 minutes to get. Took us 10 minutes to get this information out of you. You should be fired.
Yeah. last time I told someone to go there, they were a cop, and they went there and they tried to shut it, but fucking the boys there, they stopped it. They said it was another number altogether, and they fucking couldn't do shit about it. Yeah, it was even on the radio, something about low lives being nice to each other, even though they're low lives or some shit. I don't know. Anyway,
I heard about that.
they beat the fuck out of me. I don't know why child abuse is funny, but there you go.
It's just the way you play. I love it. This kid's so manic. Like.
So, I'll,
Ciao.
say it.
Ciao, Tommy.
Ciao. So yeah, you got an address for Gotch Lane, number 7 Gotch Lane.
This is such bullshit. We're walking to a brick wall, yeah, I'm telling you.
No, it's so just I guess just to you kind of probably need to find out how to get there, but I'll speed things up. That Tony just scrawls on the back of a piece of paper how to get there, and if you look at Google Maps Gotch Lane, you can see what it looks like. And if you go on Street View, it's now currently just a construction-looking piece of shit site, but the lane's still there. Cobblestone lane. Just imagine it's just yeah. So, what do you do now? You've got the whereabouts. It's about a few minutes walk away from the station. I'll give you a second to just work what you're going to do next.
Still trying to find it. So it's near Richmond Station or North Richmond.
Apparently it's classified as East Melbourne, but it's literally North Richmond. It would be back in the day.
So that is how we seem to get information?
I don't see any obvious place to go in anywhere. Do you?
You're currently just still at the front of the train station.
Yeah, we're like walking.
Oh.
We're walking on the way there.
Okay.
I'm so drunk I don't know where I am. My apologies.
Okay, you start walking there, it'll be like a couple of minutes, so I could speed it up depending on conversation if you have anything to discuss before you get there.
So what was that?
What was what?
Getting that information from that child.
I didn't want any information from the child. We could have found a bar by walking around. I just wanted some matchbook because you are not so prepared as to offer a friend in need, you know. So really, it's your fault.
My fault.
If you think about it.
You are literally the worst interrogator I've ever seen.
Who are you talking to?
What do you want me to do? Stick a knife in the child and twist it around until he tells me what you want me to do. I'm just going to, have to ask him. Cannot make a big deal.
It's called conversation.
Will we be having a conversation or will we be interrogating him?
Trying.
One must establish some kind of relationship with one they're interrogating. Makes them want to reveal some things. Rather than just yelling at them like a little shit.
Have you never extorted someone?
I don't remember yelling at the child. I remember expressing my dismay with him. Have I ever what? Have I ever what?
Have you ever what? Oh,
Have
extorted.
you
Oh,
ever-
me. Extorted someone.
Let's see of times, yes.
Yes? How so?
Recently, of course.
Recently?
People in bars, people in places that are just, focused on other things, you con them out of it. Tell them you're starting up a business and you need a loan, or, you just profile people. It's much easier than getting a job.
Convince them, but struggle with the children.
I don't like children. They are dirty and ugly and they smell bad and they get in my way and they don't make any sense and they scream and they cough and shit and it's just I don't do children.
So it's like looking in the mirror. Got it. You're afraid of yourself.
I'm too drunk to follow this train of thought. I'm sorry.
All right. If the two of you are done bickering, so it looks like this place matches the. What's his name? Tony? Toby?
I believe that's what he was screaming to the heavens. Tony?
Tony? I don't know. I wasn't listening. Anyway, this is the place that matches what he's described, but I don't know. It seems a little off.
The whole thing seems a little off. The only person who doesn't seem to be having problems with it is this week right here.
You see, in this laneway, there is reference pictures in the Richmond thing, but I'll visualize it too in words. This lane is basically in the back of the lane. You have just lines of worn down wooden kind of cottages, like fencing, like wooden worn down. Some of them are made of, more stone and concrete structures. This one, actually, number 7, there is a picture for reference. It looks like an iconic Melbourne kind of miner's cottage. It's a yellow miner's cottage. Basically, these walls are wall to wall with other houses. There is a little fence, two little trees out the front. And that is what you see in front of you. You all know, with your at least with some experience of Melbourne, that there's lots of laneways, and that there is also a back laneway that also probably has the property. So you've got. Can you see the pictures? Just to check, the yellow house, yellow miner's cottage in Richmond.
Street view,
Yes.
that's an idea.
But there's also the actual pictures. So I'm giving you the Google Map stuff to give you like a spatial awareness of the lane, how the lane kind of works. So you've got like a visualization of the map, and there is the actual house, what it looks like.
Yeah.
In theater of the mind, because they don't exist anymore. They're just shitty apartments that cost $1 million each. So
Yeah, sounds about right.
this is what the mining cottage would have looked like in the resources for Richmond.
Yeah.
If everyone goes to that, there's pictures. One picture shows the laneway, which is the first picture, and then there's down the bottom there is a picture of the miner's cottage. The yellow.
Oh, yep, gotcha.
We all got it?
I assume that you two will be taking the lead on this, considering you are the master of interrogation, self-proclaimed, and you are the master of extorting information out of people, self-proclaimed.
Yes, but we are supposed to be subtle.
Oh, well, considering you're taking the lead, I'm sure we'll have no problem at all.
The air is sharp with the cold. Yeah.
No, continue.
Are you roleplay confused or outside confused?
The first one. Actually, a bit of both. Actually, a bit of both, but mainly the first one.
Okay, go back into roleplay then. I'll wait until. Sorry, I interrupted too quick.
Yeah, it's alright.
You want to run that line again?
It's all
The
good.
editing?
No, it's all good.
Oh, yep, no.
I'm a little confused. I thought we were looking for like a bar or a jazz club. Why are we standing in front of a cottage?
Not all bars look like, ornate chalices and houses, and some like this.
The air is sharp with a cold bite of midwinter. I continue the ambience thing. Mist is curling off the rooftops as all of the fires from these little pot stoves all around the suburb and streets are mingling with the cold air. The rain is slick, and the cobblestones glisten with the weak glow of gaslights. It's very quiet, so you can hear the clippity-cloppity of horse-drawn carts in the distance, and the house, which you're standing in front of. There is a distant faint hum of voices, clinking of glasses, a hint of something beneath the surface.
If I listen close enough, can I hear the distant noise of a fiddle?
I need to mute Discord because it keeps beeping like a motherfucker. How do I mute Discord? God damn it! Anyway,
You can mute the certain things that you're getting notifications from, like for like 3 hours.
Okay. Right now you don't hear a fiddle, but you hear, depending on what. Actually, this is probably a good time to try and roll to see what you hear.
Okay.
At this point, you're just standing in front of the house. So, is there anything you want to do while you're sussing this out, or are you just gonna stand in front of the house, looking confused and talking about if this is the right place?
I would say that someone is going to go rest over by the laneway and lean against it, and then gesture over to Germain and be, this is where cigarettes come in handy. And he will hold out a hand.
Yep. Just to give you some awareness, so there's that picture of 3 houses.
Yep.
There's that house on the right, and then there's the laneway that keeps turning, like as you see on Google Maps.
Yep.
So number 9 is basically kind of just on the start of the Gotcha Lane. So if you were to go from the park, it would be one of the first ones from if you see this little park on the map. So that's just to give you some spatial awareness of the street. So you go basically over to the next door kind of house, where basically if you go further you'll get to that back lane. Or do you stay on that street? Sorry, just to check.
In that general, I'll stay on the street, just in proximity that I could see like the door, I would say, of the cottage. Still, if anyone goes in and out, but to a point where I'm leaning against the wall, where not right in front of it because a bit too suspicious, and will just be chilling on a wall, and he will pull out a cigarette and he's holding out his hand for the lighter or matches.
Okay, do you two follow him? What are you two doing?
We'll follow him. She'll follow him.
Okay.
Yep. So.
Alright. Go back into roleplay for a sec to do it.
So yes, this is where cigarettes come in handy. And he'll pull out a cigarette of his own, very thin, for a cigarette, and he will hold out his hands to Germain. May I borrow a match?
I kind of stare you down for an uncomfortably long time, and then, kind of like without breaking eye contact, pull out one of the matchbooks that I was given. Only because I'm in such large surplus.
You try to light the match, but when you do, the match head completely falls off because they're too rotten to actually light.
He's dead. Tony's dead. I just see it and I was just like, I process it, you know, like, and as it just crumbles to the ground, you know, and I just kind of look back at you and I'm just, I'm going to kill that fucking child.
It is your right to do so.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
Victoria is trying really hard to keep a straight face.
No wonder there are so many starving kids on the street because they're little shits like that one.
You really should just cull the streets of them, honestly.
Honestly.
Yeah. Victoria, might have you
Shit,
have the
man, I don't have any... Oh, yes, you have a lighter. Oh, thank God.
I was going to say, let me know when you'd like the Zippo. She pulls it out of a pocket that she has in her fur coat and hands it over. I would still like that one back.
Of course, of course.
And as you're doing that, I'm like going through all the different matchbooks, striking them, and realizing they're all breaking. Like, I'm, you know, like when I'm like, man, fucking, like throw one book away. Shit, God damn it! Like, trying to scratch the last one. Like,
Well, now I know where you will be when you're hungry.
No, I don't do that. But I'm going to teach him a lesson.
Okay.
Sure, because it sounds a little like his.
Okay, I might get
Fucking
carried away, but you know, he put himself in the line of fire. I'm not going to try to kill him. I don't think. Maybe. We'll see.
Alright, I'm joking.
You're a funny one, Jamais.
Yes, only when I'm not trying to be, it appears.
So, how about we relax out here, enjoy these cigarettes, and we wait for someone to at least go in or out their establishment. We are only here to gather information, not to bust heads, not to break the door down. Relax, chill, and we walk on in if someone walks out.
Alright.
At that moment, you hear the whistling of a buffoon. Whistling when the Saints go marching in. He's out of tone. He fucking fucked. He walks past. He notices you, and he's like, it's you guys. It's a mid-40s bloated man from drink with ruddy cheeks and bloodshot eyes. His Hollywood scarf wrapped around his neck, frayed at the edges. His worn-out wool coat patches at the elbow, and his trousers stained from piss. And he looks at you. He's like, I told you Heinrich wouldn't let you in the pub.
You alright? What was that last
Everybody
bit?
in this town wasted.
No, now you know where I'll be when I'm hungry.
Hungry? There's no food. Wait.
Oh, you'll be surprised. You can find it in the strangest of places.
Indeed.
He just looks at the three of you confused. It's just, why? Sure, you're going there, right? You're not cops, right? Fucking hell.
We look like cops.
What is this with the police officer thing? Yeah, I'm sorry, you do look like a police officer.
Have you seen the
I mean,
constables in this town?
Not the frills. I mean, the frills are very nice, you know. I mean, but you look very proper, you know. I mean.
So it is a crime to be proper, or it is
No,
not a
but I
crime
mean,
to be
you know,
proper.
Yeah, anyway, no, we're not police officers. Not that I know, anyway. They might be. Only known him for a few days.
While they're arguing, Victoria's sort of staring this guy down. She's wondering whether or not she should try to read his mind, but seeing his drunken state, probably thinks it's not worth it.
He just looks at you, looking at him, is like, here's a gun, darling. Here's a gun.
I'm fine, thanks. How are you on this nice, chilly evening?
Probably better when I get some fucking moonshine in my guts.
Moonshine. You wouldn't happen to know where our lady can get some too, could you?
Why aren't you fucking in there already? You're right next to it.
Well,
Fucking-
we're talking. If there's a bar there, can I just kind of like try and sneak past him and pour myself a drink?
So we're on the outside.
Oh, of course. Not let in.
Who told you to come here?
A little birdie.
Who's asking?
I'm fucking asking. I'm trying to suss out if I should let you in or not. Fucking... Or should I tell the fucking old mates it's 3 fucking European yank fucks trying to suss out our fucking establishments?
Why don't you start by telling us your name, perhaps?
He looks at you. His hands are wet, and he goes to brush his hands off, but he actually goes in his front where his piss-stained pants are to dry them off. Then he reaches out a hand, and he's like, "I'm Keithy fucking Wilson. Who are you?"
Victoria steps back immediately and is like,
Oh, you don't shake hands around there.
Yeah, no, I don't extend the hand. I kind of like give him a kind of a nod. I kind of like look at the hand. I give him kind of a nodding gesture, and I'm like, Jeremy, charmed.
He looks at you and he's like, "Alright, fuck that," and he just starts walking past you towards the house.
I've got to try and convince him to let me into the bar.
Yes, where are we supposed to do this? Surely there's someone else in there.
I'll walk up to him, and I'll grab him by the scarf, and I'll pull him back, and turn him around so he's facing me. I will open up my cigarettes, pull out one of them, shove it in his mouth, and then I will hold on to the edges of the scarf, put those back in my pocket, and get a lighter out, light it. Enjoy. We're just enjoying our night. Okay.
He looks at you with his perched red tomato face and his glistening lips like he's fucking Denethor eating that fucking cherry tomato in Lord of the Rings. And he just looks at you like, okay. And he's just kind of, so you want to go into the pub?
Yes, we were just enjoying a smoke and relaxing in the cool air before going in.
Alright. If there's any... Just to get this clear, I just need... Who let you come here? I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk.
Tony!
I don't remember.
A small child served as bomb matches. That one fell for it.
Fucking little Toad's what a fucking legend!
Yes, he's quite
We have a
the
different concept
advertiser.
of legend.
How good are his matches, eh? How much did you pay for
I just
it?
like shake my head.
The silly bugger paid £3. 4, I think, by the end of it.
He produces from his pocket. See this packet?
Mate,
The one with the green label? They're the ones that are actually working. He only gives them to the best customers. Which ones did you get?
Monetary worth was nothing, but the blow to my dignity will never recover.
Fair enough, mate. He goes to the front of the door. You have a second before he knocks if you have anything you want to do.
I'll just pull my my gloves back into position, and then reorientate my cape and everything, so I'm looking a bit more fresh.
As I'm walking up, are we walking in?
We're behind him
He's
just
about
before he's
to knock.
knocked.
Oh, okay. I'll say something as we're walking in.
He does a... Oh, Victoria, do you want to do anything?
No, she's staying back with the other two, but just sort of watching as he enters, just like analysing him, so to speak.
Okay. he looks behind her and he's like, alright. If you could just put your ears up there, because I got to do a knock, you know.
But of
Oh my
course.
And then he just very loudly goes,
None of that was picked up, but I will put in the best knock. Don't you worry, it'll be the
This is super loud. Like,
so
if so, then I did. Like, I would have. My ears got blasted because I was just looking and going, "What? What do you mean he's going to knock?" You're like, I did not prep for that.
all you see is a little door slit that sees. You just see their eyes, their green eyes. They close it. They open the door. Then they walk away. And Keith is like, wait. Then they hear a door close. He's like, alright. And then he opens the door. The minor cottage is set out. Basically, there is a long hall that goes into the kitchen and the backyard. Everywhere else, all the other rooms are very heavily, like, big, heavy set doors. And it's a dark hallway. Like, walks down this long hallway. This nice, beautiful, it's a nice wooden hall, like floorboards. He's walking towards the kitchen, and you're basically walking down the hallway. Do you have anything you want to do while you're walking down?
Just said a Carmine. That's a pretty shit door, man, if he's going to stop every paying customer from coming in and ask them stupid questions.
I believe it is to avoid those aforementioned officers.
Oh! I like tap on the back. That's smart, I didn't think of this. You're like a thinking person, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like
So much thought.
Victoria, what are you doing while they're chatting?
She sort of slowly follows them down the hallway, but she's looking left and right, paying extra attention to the heavy-set doors. If she can, like, sort of run her finger along the side of the walls and the door, like, touching the intricate pieces of the detailing that's along the wall.
Yeah. The detailing is this basically cracked plaster, a bit of mold. The doors are... They stand out differently to the rest of the, like, stone-ish concrete kind of finish. The doors are thicker wooden with slight, like, ironwork that is definitely looks like it's been placed there later, compared to the rest of the detailing of the walls, So you get to the kitchen, and he opens a screen door, and out the back is a lovely little establishment full of conversation. This is the best establishment. The moonshine will put a fucking smile on your cheek and a divorce paper in your hands. That's what I have fucking had a first-hand account of. Anyway, that's a whole different story. Welcome to the future. So in front of you is a shanty constructed haphazardly. There is an entrance of sorts, and he opens the door. As he opens the door, there is basically he walks through, and then who's walking behind? Like, what's the order of you guys walking?
It's Carmine, me, and Victoria. Is that right?
I believe so.
Yep. You all like within these moments. Basically, you walk through, and the ceiling is low. The walls are stained with years of tobacco. The air is thick with a scent of stale beer, damp wool, and sweat. A single lamp flickers dimly, casting long shadows over mismatched furniture. A few rickety stools, an old crate repurposed as a table, a bar cobbled together from old bits of scrap wood. The grog itself is stored in old ceramic jugs, kept hidden behind Hessian sacks and crates, stacked against the walls. The patrons here, as a general thing, you're looking like regular-looking folk who usually just want to have a few drinks. So, what now?
See now, Victoria, you're right. These places aren't as fancy as the places you might be accustomed to. Different customers, but they're a lot more fun.
She starts sort of coughing a bit, like her hands in front of her face, just sort of like she's trying to mask herself from the scent, but not appear as aptly uncomfortable as she feels. At this point, she's a bit. It's a combination of snobbish, but also out of her comfort zone. This is not a place that she's used to frequenting. Yes, it's very, lovely. It's
But until you found someone who's had a few good glasses of whatever their choice beverages, and then you sink your teeth into them, come back in, you'll be having a lot more fun, I assure you.
You'll have to convince me on that one.
Yeah, the night is young. Carmine.
Oui.
But anyone we're supposed to be, you might benefit from talking to here?
I'm going to have a bit more of a thorough scan. I'll start meandering my way to the bar. And I'll be like, the bar is always a good place to start. And I'll make my way.
Keith's walking right now.
Sweet. And as we're meandering over there, I would like to just look over the crowd that is in here, as well as for just like the general. So it's in the backyard in the you said sort of thing of the shanty, and it's built over. The shanty is built over the backyard, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to have a look over everyone, specifically for what look to be staff members. And if there are any sort of special tables or groups of people that are more so seated away from everyone else. And
Okay.
could I use my wits and awareness for that bad boy, just to make sure I'm having a thorough look around?
Okay, go for it.
Sweet. So
Let's see them dice. The first dice roll
Let's
of.
roll the game.
let's do it.
Here we go. No pressure.
No pressure. So wits is 1, awareness is 3, so a total of 4d10.
All right. Let's see what you get.
4, 8, 5, 6. 2 successes.
2 successes. That's pretty good for what the scenario you're in, especially when there's nothing hostile going on, and you're just sussing it out. So firstly, you're seeing in front of you a bartender. He's muscle-bound and silent, standing behind this makeshift bar of old wood. His arms are crossed like a human barricade. He's staunch. He looks like someone who has had a life of deep industry, maybe mining. He has some tattoos that might suggest he's been a miner. You notice a few grazes on his knuckles to suggest that he's been in a few scraps. He's a brick wall of a man, basically. He's barrel-chested. He has a nose that's been a little bit broken. He's bald with a thick stub jaw. His clothing is a white undershirt with sweat stains and suspenders over wool trousers. And he's covered in beer stains. he just looks. He's looking at you with just cold neutrality right now. As far as the rest of the dice, I'll let you pick left or right. Basically, there is one table where there is a man and a woman sitting there, and just I'll go into more detail a bit, but just pick one for the observations. And then the other side is an empty, stolen church pew thing, and just in front of that is a little oval table where two people are gambling. So which one do you want to focus on for a little bit of with the other dice roll? So the other success, I'm giving you basically another little bit of
I'm gonna say the gamblers, if that's okay.
All right. So you've basically got one guy who is currently they're playing games of blackjack, and one person is currently dealing, and they're taking turns at doing that. He's a stocky and sun-worn man with broad shoulders. He's tanned from years of the sun. He looks kind of friendly. His eyes are very sharp, and he's scanning definitely when you have arrived. He's got dusty blonde hair. He's unkempt, and he just looks like he's rolled in from the bush somewhere. He's got rolled up shirt sleeves, wool vest, sturdy wool pants, proper bushman looking outfit. He's kind of looking like he can't be fucked with the game, but he's just humoring the person at the table. But he's also doing a really good job of looking at you while not looking at you.
Okay.
And the other guy, you can't see his face yet. He's basically he's the one currently getting dealt with the blackjack stuff. So, but you can tell that they, there's pretty relaxed vibe to that they're gambling. It doesn't look like they're fucking in a old western style shit where they're about to just smash the fuck out of each other.
You cheated.
Yeah. Alright, how about you two? So basically you've got to the front of the bar right now. So what are you two doing?
The second Carmine split it off from me, I wouldn't have gone to the bar. I just turned to sort of look at the sort of pen, I don't know what you want to call it, all the different, if there are tables, right? Obviously, if you said. So I look around there as well. I don't know if you want me to roll, but I'm just looking for someone who I think might be easily approachable to ask for matchbook that actually works. That would be great.
So I guess you can see what good way to kind of get this spatial awareness. You got the empty church pew that's stolen on the right. In front of that there's an oval gambling table, so oval equals gambling table. Because they're all misshapen, you've got basically a square-like pallet thing. This looks almost like what fucking hipsters in Fitzroy want a pub to look like, but it's actually fucking shit house and a ghetto pub. And so you've got this square-like pallet thing, and that's where the man and woman are sitting.
Mm-hmm.
You notice when you're looking at those two that there's a fiddle next to him. So do you want to use anything to suss it out with the dice rolls, and go analyze someone in particular before we get to the bartender? Because this is all happening in the few seconds that you entered, by the way.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just thinking of leaning to the next person kind of close to me and just being do you have a matchbook? That's essentially what I was going to do. But I mean, if I can have a cursory glance at the room as well, I'm doing that to see who else is here. Similar to Josh.
Yeah. So do you want to go towards the oval table, gambling table, or the square table, fiddle table? Or just the bartender to ask for matches?
Actually, I'll go to the bar.
Okay.
He's got some behind the bar.
Alright.
Damn,
So
that's my idea.
You two are currently...
Well, that's fine. You come with me.
You two are currently at the bar as well with Keith, so there's three of you. So you didn't want to try and roll anything to suss anything in particular? You're fine as you are.
Well, if I don't have the knowledge that Carmine do, because I didn't.
No.
So I would have to roll. Yeah, right. Okay. So yeah, I'll roll for the equivalent of perception. And what did you roll for, Josh, when you did yours to try and keep it consistent?
I used awareness, but that was just mainly to have like a perception of the area. Like, I suppose you could use insight to like suss people as well if you're going for that specifically.
Yeah, I guess I was looking for someone approachable. So yeah, sure. I'll go for if you allow intelligence, I'll do intelligence and insight. Otherwise, I'll do wits and insight.
Wits and insight's good.
Cool. Alright,
I think that'll help.
3d10 for me.
Wits is like an unknown situation. Intelligence is it's more structured awareness. You know.
Yeah. No, I agree actually.
For example, those dice rolls gave Carmine the ability to like kind of analyze that they have certain jobs. You know what I mean? They kind of have more. You know, there's something going on behind their look a bit more. Alright, that's pretty good roll. You've got a critical success and a. Yeah. All right. So you used wits and. Wits.
I'm happy to be like I caught most of what Carmine saw. Is there anything in like in addition that I see, or just?
Oh no, but so what two did you use again? Because
sorry. So I was using wits and insight. So insight, I have 2 in, and I have 1 in insight. So 3d10. You're kind of drawn based on the aesthetic thing of the that insight towards the fiddle player and the fiddle itself. And the fiddle looks like it's at least 100 years old. It looks like very like authentic kind of Irish fiddler's fiddle. Is it ornate?
It's not ornate. It's very like. It's very much just like an heirloom that you can feel that it has gravity to it because it's old and well maintained instead of it being like a work of like fine craftsmanship, you know. And basically, you have this beautiful fiddle, and the person who's holding it. You can basically straight away read from your experiences in Europe and that this guy is an Irish guy. He's got lanky, not just because of his appearance, but just you've so critted this. You've got a 9 and a 10 for it. You can see the fiddle. You can basically combine all this shit from your experience. He's got this like wild, fiery red curls and untamed, slightly frizzled, like damp from where the hair, a little like once fine kind of waistcoat that's frayed. And the seams are being patched over with like a green like stitching. He's got a loose white shirt, trouser patches, and boots. He's got this restless energy about him from what you're feeling it from this kind of good roll. And he's kind of wanting to play the fiddle. You're feeling like he's just wanting to play it, but he's not. And that's what catches you to him.
Okay, so if my interest is piqued, that'll be the person that I go over and ask for a matchbook to.
Okay, so that's where you're headed. We'll get there. So, alright, Victoria. Good rolls. I was go for it.
You've been very lucky.
Victoria wants to talk to the bartender directly. So she'd walk over to the bar and try to sit on whatever mismatched kind of seats that there are in front of her, probably like brushing whatever dust and dirt is off it before her nice black fur coat sits on said stool. She's thinking to herself, just try to act natural, Victoria. Like, there's people looking at you because you're this like pompous rich lady in a shoddy part of like in this grog place. So she sits down, and then when the bartender comes over, she like orders herself a drink, but she wants to ask him some questions about like
the bar and like who owns it, that kind of thing. So I'd probably want to roll for persuasion and investigation.
Alright, well you don't have to do that yet, but because you've basically taken the initiative to sit down, so I've imagined in this situation that the other two have kind of held back for a slight second, and that's enough in vampire time, you know, to like that, you know, you've been picking up shit and you've basically walked kind of forward, so you're basically it's Carmine is basically kind of a bit behind you, like he got to the bar as well, but you basically have the initiative to like talk to the like bartender, so he just looks at you and he's just like, yeah, how's it going? How's it going? Hey Keith, you still owe me some fucking money, mate! And Keith's just like burps and he's like, oh mate, come on, fucking go for it. Keith, you keep doing this to us. What is this? What is this, Keith? And Keith's like, no, I'm going for it, man, I'm going for it. What is this, Keith? Anyway, what are you doing in this fine establishment?
Well, good evening, kind sir. Was wondering what you had behind the bar for a lady tonight.
You obviously don't know anything about this place, so call me kind. I mean, it's a compliment, but what do you think about that compliment, Keith? Keith looks, he's like, he's like, yeah, I'm only monstrous because you owe me £5 fucking pounds, Keith. Anyway, so you want a drink? Is that it?
Yeah, whatever you
Alright.
got.
Alright, look. How'd you get here, you three? Just let me know.
How'd I get here?
How'd you get here? Who let you in? Like, who let you come here?
The Keith?
That doesn't sound too.
Okay. Oh wait. Let me try that again.
Hey, try it again. This isn't a fucking stage act, love. I'm just fucking asking where you fucking who let you in.
It sounded like your voice for a moment there, so I broke character for a second. My bad.
No. Yeah, there's not much difference between my voice and this voice. So who sent you love? Who sent you love?
Well, your friend here is kind enough to let us in, and there was a sweet little boy that we talked to who suggested that I come here.
Oh, that sweet little boy. He's pretty fucking good at blackjack. I'll have it. Yeah, that's good. And,
Say.
I think he learned his lesson from last time he sent cops here that he probably wouldn't do it again. You three fucking freaks don't look like cops.
Oh no, I'm definitely not a cop.
Oh, so, what do you want? We got moonshine that tastes like shit. We got moonshine that tastes like fucking fuel for a lamp, and we got moonshine that I put blueberries in that still tastes like shit. And there's beer.
Alrighty, blueberry moonshine it is.
He starts pouring it. It's like, you know, you really like fiddling with your hair. Is you got dandruff or something?
No, I'm just looking, just enjoying the vibes that are here tonight.
Oh, okay. Are you some tourist or something? Where'd you come from? Fucking hanky-panky la-di-da fucking Yankeeville?
I'm from New Orleans, love.
Ah, that's the place with I actually don't know what the fuck New Orleans is. It's just what's the New Orleans? What's so good about New Orleans? Obviously you don't like it, otherwise you'd be there, right?
My thoughts exactly. Just wasn't my vibe anymore. They didn't seem to like me much. So here I came. I heard it was a lot more fun here.
He acts like if he had hair, he'd be twirling his hair even though he's bald. It's like, alright, love, I see. Alright. So yeah, alright. That's fine. Well, we don't mind tourists here. Fucking, you know, if you just don't do anything fucking weird, I'm fine.
Alrighty, sir, if you say so. Say, have you worked here long?
Have I worked here long? Mate, I got here soon as I got fired from work. I got here, and it's been fucking rainbows and fucking unicorns ever since.
So you know the place well?
I know North Richmond like most people know the inside of a fucking church. Not me, because churches are fucking for wankers.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Say, you don't suppose you'd know much about the owner, would you?
The owner?
Of this fine establishment.
Uh,
She says in a mocking tone.
Alright. What are you gonna roll for it?
Am I able to do a combination of those two, or do I... I'm still
Yeah,
getting
you
the
can-
whole
It has to
roll
just
thing.
be an attribute and a skill.
An
Yeah.
attribute and a skill.
Yeah, one attribute, one skill.
There's a bunch.
Ooh, maybe charisma and investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good mix.
Shall I do so? Wait, how many dice is that?
Well, how many dots do you have then total with charisma and investigation?
1 charisma, 2 investigation, so 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Vic's first
Come
roll.
Yeah, let's see it.
Still weird. Still one success.
There's a success.
There's a success in there, yeah.
Fuck. Ah, the window!
3, 8, 5.
Alright. Look, yeah. I mean, just... alright, so... Well, what exactly you want to know about our fair established owner? Exactly.
That whether or not he was expecting anyone.
I mean, he expects people to, you know, come sit down, drink some booze, don't cause a hassle. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's just, you know, he's just fucking like a normal bloke like every one of us, you know. Does it, helps out the community. You know, he's a good bloke. Him and his brothers do a good job around here keeping things safe, you know. He's
Keeping things
pretty
safe.
relaxed. Yeah, he keeps things safe, you know. I can't always keep people safe. These hands, these fists, these ham-sized fucking fists need a break every so often, you know. And, you know, they're pretty good
What's
to
he
me.
trying
and
to
they-
keep people safe from?
What do you think? It's a fucking shit show out there. You got fucking riots, you got the Spanish flu, you got fucking vets coming home with no pay, fucking don't know what they're doing with themselves. You got fucking wannabe gangster fucks who fucking think they're fucking Al Capone or some shit. Where do I say? Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to know if any of those gangster fucks frequent around here?
I mean, they stay out of here because, you know, we're the good ones. We're the good ones, you know. We're the good guy gangsters, you know. You know what I mean? Like, you three, I don't even know who these two fucking guys are. One of them's looking at fucking old mate with a fiddle. The other one's with a fucking top hat. We're fucking tolerant here, you know. But we're the good guys. We're the good guy gangsters, mate.
At this point, she sort of like leans across the bar, like more towards him, and goes, "So you see, there's a lady in here dressed as such myself, and you've got my two acquaintances across here, clearly sticking out like we don't belong. You don't think we wouldn't be here without a reason, did you?"
And at that, we'll keep going with you two. That was
intimidating him.
Hold on. All right.
Sorry, do you want to go?
All right, it's played again. Yep, go for it.
Alright, normally I wouldn't, but let's just keep the flow. Alright, you're gonna try and intimidate him.
Oh, fuck, right,
Let's
okay.
do it.
Wait, let me just check what my where'd it go?
You could use like
Intimidation. I don't think
charisma
I've got
manipulation, or
Yeah, maybe I'll.
well, you can still mix it with your attribute, and then you might get something out of your attribute.
Charisma and.
You can use like you can
I've got one for intimidation and one for charisma.
You know, try maybe manipulation as well.
or strength, or intelligence, or wit. Wits and intimidation would work.
Yeah, less strength and yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess it. Yeah.
Yeah, not in this scenario.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, we'll try wits and intimidation. That's 2.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's go.
Up with him. Let's go.
Come on, Vic.
2. 2
Oh,
and a 9.
that's a high success.
Right, let's... So, I need to... So, he has... How do I roll the dice again? I'm such a noob.
So
Oh no, it's there actually.
yeah,
Sorry.
they're all there.
He has, so he's gonna use his resolve, plus...
Oh fuck, I'm battling against him, okay?
You're gonna use, it's a social, it's a
Social
one.
combat,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's gonna use his
And so I'm
resolve,
like, oh, fuck.
his resolve and his intelligence, so he's got 4 all up.
4! Jesus.
Well, resolve it plus
Oh
intelligence.
my god!
What just happened? Whoa! Dude, he's just bombing.
Oh, this is bullshit!
Yo, he's a vampire in disguise. Don't even lie to me.
What the fuck?
Hey guys, I found our informant.
So for the listeners
Every
at
contact
home,
we're
that was
looking
a 10, a 5, a 10, and another 10.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
Mega brutal.
First NPC roll as well gets 3 crit successes.
he's
Right
the thing is that like he's just you know, human beings still have stats in things, you know, like you know, so you know, got his stats here. They're you know pretty basic along the line, but you know he's got you know he's so. Let me fucking get this right. You walk in to my fucking bar, act like you're shit hot, act like you're some fucking queen of the fucking Nile, like fucking what's her face, the fucking what's her name with the fucking pharaoh fucking
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra. Thank you. I'm fucking telling you off right now. You fucking come in here.
Oh, are we all 3 of us here at the bar?
Yeah, you're
You're
right now.
probably attracted by
I thought it was the fit. Oh yeah, okay, bye now. I'm on a comeback. Yeah, okay.
Of him like eating into Victoria.
All 3 of us was Cleopatra. Yeah, just at the same time, like.
And he looks at you with like this piercing fucking thing, and I need you to roll 1 dice and see if he basically lowers was your willpower right now because he's just fucking looking through you like he's about to eat your soul, even though he's just a normal dude. You know, you've just failed so badly that he's like, or he's contesting your willpower right now.
So 1 dice.
Yeah, and you roll over 6.
Oh, over 6. What?
One
D10,
D10,
and you're hoping to get 6+.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes!
7.
Let's go!
But while he just looks at you and he's just like, he's not pissed off, he's just like, he's not getting aggressive or anything, he's just looking through you at this point, and you're just like, yeah. he almost done willpower damage to you. Okay. That was a